might be like, oh, we reskinned Ori as something else, and this is the new character, of which, you know, new characters always happy for. Give me Slade the Shark. Anyway,
I'm hip. But here we go, going to Zeebee versus Salt. Salt, we got to see a little bit earlier, absolutely dismantle. Who was that? That was Zarya.
Yes.
Had a really tough time breaking through this Zetterburn, but we'll see if Zeebee's able to have an easier time. I think Salt might be able to fall, you know, victim to some of the cheese that Zeebee can do here, but also with the sheer amount of aggression that she's able to put out, Zeebee could also struggle as well. This one's a hard one for me to call, even though the seeding says that Zeebee should come out on top.
Seeds can only tell you so much, though, Flambo. Like, with how fluctuatious, that's not a real word, but it's one that I'm going to use, for that Rivals 2 can be. Like, there's just so many really, really good players that upsets can happen just at any time and at any moment. Zeebee kind of leaving himself open to a couple different edge guarding flowcharts. We're seeing Salt. I wonder if that was a bait. Land on the pillar, then jump back to ledge, but barely missing the angle. Over-engineering a little bit of a conversion there, and Zeebee takes the first lead, not committing to the forward air.
Yeah, it looked like Salt was maybe, you know, a little bit confused about where to line up to make sure that she got the sweet spot, but giving Zeebee an opportunity to get more damage. And every little bit is less floor hug percent that Salt gets to work with. 65%. If I die now, which is exactly what happens for Zeebee, my job is done. Now I can go into this next stock and not have to worry about floor hug nearly as much and just get my combos. See, these jabs are knocking down now.
Okay. The forward
That's going to be the stock. I don't think he dropped his head guard. Yeah.
Now with the rock toss like that, Salt is forced to recover in like a really linear way, and Kragg can shut that down instantaneously and then some. No Gatling here, putting out the down tilt.
Oh, down tilt for days, and yeah, that's all she wrote, right? I mean, Kragg really good at resetting that scenario. Olympia can kind of do the same thing, but not with nearly as much range, where you can kind of just spam down tilt over and over and say DI out, DI out, DI out, DI out, DI out. And if you don't DI out, you just eat more damage, but then you do DI out and you get spiked. So it's like, it's a rock and a hard place.
And Zetter falls so fast anyway that the runoff down there was, while not technically guaranteed, like effectively guaranteed.
Yeah.
Burning an air dodge too soon off stage is also not exactly ideal. Interesting counter pick here, though. I do like seeing... standing still a little bit. I do like seeing Hyperion Harbor from players that are very comfortable with its layout and with its platforms, the differences of the offstage, all of that. It'll just be interesting to see what Salt likes about it, because I do think Zetter does very well here, but at the same time, so does Kragg.
Yeah, no. This is one of those stages that usually if you're coming here, it's because one of these two specific characters are the ones bringing you here.
Yes.
And so, like, it makes sense to some degree, but we'll see how much we kind of play around the stage itself in the counter pick. I mean, Zeebee doing such a good job of kind of using the stage to create space to go ahead and play around these projectiles. Yeet! Oh, I guess actually a slide off there with that throw. Ends up losing the ability to get that first full hop, which I think made a difference there in that conversion, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Salt trying to respond. I'd love to see her take the first stock. You know, shine to an upstrong would be more than enough here to seal the deal.
Hyperborean not having the largest ceiling. Instead, we get up air fair, kind of falling out of a lot of other confirm ranges. Kragg might be a big fast faller, but you can only combo him for so long before the heaviest.
Oh my God.
Oh, hell.
Really?
And goodbye.
That was crazy. Wow, okay. Just like that, Zeebee able to go ahead and turn things around. Gonna go ahead and get a grab.
He's out for blood. It's just like, all right, I'm at 150. I'm on borrowed time anyway. Let's put out these down airs.
And this is the worst, right? When you run to a player that doesn't care about their stocks, right? They're just playing with reckless abandon. And that's some of the most dangerous a player can be. I mean, Salt trying to back up here, still trying to figure out how to get this first stock. When Krags make it to this point where they're at the 160, it's like, oh no, you're lasting way too long. Just shy of 200% now. Salt needs a forward air ASAP.
Anything would do it. Raw up strong, a fair. We're seeing
her
put out.
Your DI got caught. Yeah. You're holding straight forward because you were trying to forward air, which meant you weren't DIing. And because you weren't DIing, there goes your stock.
Just how quickly things can fall by the wayside. Recovering so deep. Using the pillar as the wall jump before getting back. And
it was crazy. Ow.
Okay.
Oh, this might be a 3 stock. 200% 3-stock. Wait, no, that tipper forward air will do it. Thank God.
Sweet spot right in the center of those paws. We got there.
But this is actually like the fun part for Zetter, right? Comboing Kragg at these lower percents can be really fun. And then if you get the conversion into the stock, it becomes a lot easier. It's when you don't get that final strong blow where things kind of fall out of favor. And so having a Kragg at 70% actually is a pretty good position to be in if you're Salt. You just need to make sure that you're converting properly, and this could be it. Good DI on that back air from Zeebee, and that's the stock. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that tie battle.
Biggest opportunity for Salt here. Massive momentum play and then surviving a couple down airs. I mean, you have that pillar so devastating close to the wall. A couple nairs. Zeebee intercepting the high recovery. Whoa. Man,
crazy angle from Salt.
What an attempt.
Oh, man, and Zeebee just loading up the gun. Shooting these shrapnel shards. Salt trying to figure out a way to advance forward, doing a great job of shielding and wave dashing out. Perfect spacing as well. The dash dance gets clipped by the back air, and that's going to be the stock. Zeebee doing such a great job of effectively slowing down Salt's aggression, right? I mean, we saw the way she was playing against Zarya. It was so oppressive. Zeebee, on the other hand, completely stuffing that out, using the rock and the down special especially to go ahead and control space.
Yeah, we talked so much about like Zeebee the chaos agent. Like,
yes.
Zeebee the chaotic neutral. Like all of these things that Zeebee's known for. What is the most Ow.
Yeah.
Just,
It's rare that doesn't KO outright, though.
Absolutely.
Gotta be happy for Salt.
To finish the thought, like Zeebee, despite all of these offstage gimmicks and ganders that we're seeing, and the fact that he keeps missing this tech, the biggest thing that Zeebee has to rely on is the fact that he's really good at playing defense. He's really good at survival DI and combo and slowing the game down, which allows him to make these risky plays because he knows he can fall back on a bit of fundamentals that allow him to always get back to stage and then play to the next interaction. He's so good at turning defense into offense at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, if there's anything, I think you put it quite well, right? Just so comfortable in the scramble. I mean, there you go. Just like that. Says, Salt, put the fries in the bag. And just absolutely destroys that second stock. Oh, that's going to be rough. Salt going to try to answer back here, but it's a tough order. Getting 3 stocks on a guy like Kragg is rough. You need to have that optimized punish game as Zetter, because otherwise this is going to be surviving for such a long time, and that's been the biggest difference here. Salt has not been able to close out these stocks. Up strong, maybe? No, no. Oh, that might be your stock. It is your stock. GG.
3 stock down, 3-0. Zeebee over Salt with the swiftest of back air into forward airs. And, that's kind of, I think, a kind of rough way to learn an important lesson against Kragg and against a lot of characters that can mess with, like, weights and hurt boxes or just different survivability mechanisms that come with Rivals of Aether 2, having so many extraneous and powerful mechanics that are rooted in so many different characters. It's not always about getting any damage and expecting you to take your stock with just any stray hit and playing that stray hit game. You can't do that against Kragg. He's too heavy. He has too much powerful survivability. Rock and Pillar can throw such a wrench into the works.